Aquarius.
Do you follow Karen's daily scopes yet? If not, and wonder what they hold, click the sample link below and listen to both the Astro Scope and Tarot Scope, and get a feel for what you can expect in your love, career, and financial outlook for today.
Hello Aquarius, this is your forecast for March 2014. This month there's going to be a lot of focus here on your financial sector. It's those things coming to you as far as the creative concepts that you've been holding, probably working on behind the scenes. You have a lot of dynamic energy, transformative energy happening to you here in the 12th house. Now that is the house of Pisces, and Venus right there with Pluto. Well, it looks like you've been cooking up something that you could see in the far-fetched future here, how you can actually bring things about now that can turn your life around, and especially financially. And the beauty this month here, Aquarius, is that you're going to have a beautiful new moon here on March 1st, and it is right here with the sun. It is with Neptune. So just in the first couple of days here of March, you will feel this area of your life just come totally alive. Now Neptune in this area, we've talked about that for some time as well, and this is you reaching for your dreams, dreaming your dreams, and you're pretty good at that. You're very original and very individualistic in those things, the conceptual mind, and this has been working for you in so many beautiful ways right now, and especially from the area now of communication systems, whatever that means for you. It's like how you communicate, what you communicate, and how to get this up and out. So it's not just to, you know, your family, your siblings, your neighbors, and so forth, but it's actually using technology to move ahead. This is what Uranus does. It opens up these gateways. Also, I'd like to mention, and not to forget, it opens the gateways to your higher mind, to the spiritual mind. And some of you have already probably been noticing how you can receive instantaneous flashes of genius. And I want you to pay attention to those things, because that is the long-term influence that is in your chart, in this area, that you will start thinking, well, should I say thinking, or should I say seeing? Because instead of thinking your thoughts linearly, it's more like you have flashes of images, and you know how they say an image holds 1,000 words, right? So yes, this is something that's going to be increasing for you over the years. But back to the here and now, what else do we have for you? Mercury here, first house, and the first house is always how you come across. This is how people perceive you. And here in March, they will be seeing that you are, should I say, more verbal, more forthcoming, more outspoken perhaps, as far as giving some insights as to what you've been working on. Now here February, and if you're listening to this forecast on the February end of it, you will still have this Mercury retrograde going on in this very sector, and it's how you're wanting to present yourself. But now, Mercury going direct here at the very last day of February, coming into March. Well, this will allow you now to at least start moving forward on your ideas. It could be a great time for any of you having, say for example, some interviews going on. You'll be very sharp-minded, you know, and bringing these things of structure in, not to mention because, see, Saturn's up in your 10th house for career. And this is where you've been working now for a year and a half, and you'll be working, in fact, out all of 2014 to structure the area of what it is you want and how you can climb to those highest peaks. Right now, you're working up towards Mount Everest. You're putting a lot of weight, burden, responsibility on your shoulders, and I'm seeing how you're embracing this, actually being quite happy for it. Why? Well, because Saturn allows us to have that embodiment of mastering one's skills, okay? And you're going to be tested on this. See, because here now, March 2nd, Saturn's going to go retrograde, and it will be retrograde until July 20th. So that gives you a few months. Now, whatever it is you have prompted and put forward, put into motion over these last few months, I'd like to say last 4 or 5 months, whatever you've structured so far, well, as it retrogrades, this is the time to really evaluate, reevaluate. What did I put into motion? Is it sound enough? Where are all the weak links? You know, this is probably where your supervisor, your boss will come in and point out things and say, you know, we can strengthen this, this, or that. And in it, I think that you're already so aware of, because I do see how you focused a whole lot on what you're building, and right now you're like the architect, wanting to really have some deep roots on what you're creating. Because why? Once you're out of the 10th house with Saturn here at the end of 2014, you won't have another chance like this for the next 28 to 29 years. This is the time to focus, Aquarius, and do it right. Whenever in doubt, find whatever information you need. What is beautiful right now in this matter is that Mars also is having a very long transit. It's in the house of Sagittarius, excuse me. It's the 9th house, and the 9th house is all about research, digging to find out those very important factors that you're seeking. It also rules reaching for those higher realms. It's all about doing research now for what you're building in your career. Now, normally it has 6 weeks through any of these houses. Right now, though, Mars is going to give you an extended period of time, all the way here to May 20th. 8 months, all in all. So you can see how the universe is always looking out for your highest good, your best, so that you can have the ample time to harvest whatever research you need to do, so that you can set in stone this very, very important, I won't say task, I would say career mind in place. So Saturn and Mars right now, they're working together. On March 1st, Mars is going to go retrograde until May 20th. That's going to give you a long extended period. Plus, it's going to take time for it to start moving forward again out of the 9th house and reach up with you in the 10th house of career. And then March 2nd, Saturn's going to go retrograde. So these two both, side by side, are going to give you a break. Now, don't become lazy when you're on break. This means it's giving you more time to actually go digging. Now, the new moon, March 1st, 2nd house of income, self-esteem. It's how you value everything that's important to you. Remember to put down your vows and your good intentions, because you only get this chance once a year to place those intentions in this area. And the intention should all be about how you make your money and could you strengthen it, and visualize by the law of attraction here that money is coming to you, that you are the recipient of it. You don't even have to think from where. You're just saying, I am the channel, I am the flow, right? And then allow the universe to put a couple little unexpected surprises in there for you, though. But until next year, you won't have another chance. Then you have the full moon on the 16th. And that full moon for you here, Aquarius, will be in the 8th house. And the 8th house has to do with joint resources. It's the money you have with your partner, or with any joint venture businesses. It could be investment companies, bankers, those kind of things. Commissions, perhaps, from work already done. So when you have the full moon here on the 16th, well, then you can probably expect to see something coming in this area. Now, Jupiter, the planet in which we love. And why do we love Jupiter? Well, Jupiter is always the happy-go-lucky. It's the jovial. It's the planet that gives us enthusiasm, optimism, feeling like you can walk off the cliff of the world and still make it safely to the ground, because Jupiter is the one that backs us. Now, Jupiter has been retrograde here for the last 4 to 5 months. It is turning direct. Yay! On March 6th. Okay, so you will feel now that if it's been a little dry in that arena where it's been hard to keep that enthusiasm up, well, you will see when Jupiter kicks into action, slowly but surely, because after a retrograde, and especially such a big body as Jupiter, it takes time to pick up speed, find its traction. But so give it a couple of weeks, but you'll feel the shift, that suddenly something has unlocked itself. And for you, Jupiter in Cancer is in your 6th house. That has everything to do with your day-to-day routines and getting back on track with fitness and streamlining, organizing your day-to-day work. And of course, 6th house also rules work, not necessarily in the sense of career. That's the 10th house. 6th house is your day-to-day work, your day-to-day routine at work in your career. So that also includes your coworkers, right? So if there has been anything there that might have been a little bit creating issues or unresolved situations, you'll see that that's going to pick up and also solve itself here March onwards, okay, March 6th. So that's pretty much what we have here. So let's look at the dates, because March 1st, like I said, Mars goes retrograde, but we also have the Sun trining Jupiter. And so in that, it's a happy day, it's a jovial day. You might also even receive some good news. And for you, this could be news about some money, income, or something that's just a big boost to your self-esteem here on this day. Then we have Venus-Mars square on March 2nd, and Venus rules love and Mars is action and direction. Might be a little something there that needs to be a little, should I say, tweaked, and I feel it could come through some kind of communication for you, that you might hear something. But I see it kind of falling into place here pretty quick. It's not going to be a long-lasting thing. We talk a little bit more about these daily motions here on our daily scopes. We can get some more information on it when we get there. On the 3rd, March 3rd, we got Pluto Sun, and that's a sextile. The Sun is you. That is the I am essence of who you are. Pluto's that pivotal point of transformation. And then it's asking, what is it you want to transform? I think you already know what that is, because Pluto's been working here in the 12th for so long. So it's that underlying dynamo, it's that motor that's wanting you to kind of lift, rise to the highest aspirations of who you truly are. It's like there might be people around you seeing your higher aspects, what you can grow into, even maybe more than what you can see in yourself. And it's this is where your guides, your spiritual guides, come into being here and prompting you, guiding you very intuitively. And having the Sun here, sextile, well, yes, I do see that on one level you're wanting to really boost your self-esteem, how you feel about yourself, and then also incorporating a little bit more, should I say, spiritual essence, because the Sun is in Pisces and this Pluto is in the house of Pisces, working behind the scenes, deep down spiritually. But it has also to do with your worth, your self-worth, and what does that mean to you? You know, is it an emotional self-worth or is it a financial self-worth? But you may want to be focusing on boosting all of these areas that has to do with worth. That's on March 3rd. And March 5th, I see now that Venus is going to be moving out of this area where it's been for a prolonged, extended time in Capricorn, because it also had its retrograde. So we've been having it here ever since, like, well, back in December. But now it's moving out of your 12th house, that hidden area, and it's going to be breaking over your rising sign into your 1st house. And for you Aquarius women, well, you know, make the most out of this, because this is the most radiant time of the year that you are, because you will be projecting that Venusian energy, which will bring out that inner goddess self. You'll be like a living magnet. And for you men, well, you will just also see that maybe women are going to be more attracted to you in this phase in the coming weeks. After, what? March 5th. Then we have, on the 13th, we have the Sun trining Saturn. And this is all about work, your career, projects you're working on there perhaps. but also anything having to do with contracts, because money is involved here. So it's not just the work you do, but it's how you can secure things. So pay attention on the 13th, and I'd also like to say the 14th. These 2 days are doing the dance together, because whatever you're hearing or receiving some insight on, I'm seeing how you're going to kick into action on the following day, on the 14th, with Mercury grabbing hold of a beautiful aspect lining up to Mars. All right, and Mars, of course, there is in your 9th house. So I think maybe you're that does rule with legal contracts and so forth. So it could be a good day for those of you job hunting, for example. And we have Mercury. Mercury is going to be moving out of where it's at now in your sign, in Aquarius. It's going to be moving into and joining the planets there in the 2nd house for money, income, self-esteem. That will take place on the 17th, so you will notice how your mind is going to be more focused on your day-to-day financial situation, and also how you can be more creative about this. On the 18th, we got Venus, Uranus. They're sextile here, and Venus is love. Uranus is all about surprises, so expect the unexpected here on the 18th. And for you here, this will be between the 3rd house and the 1st house, so it could come in form of a text or any other way of messaging. It could be over the phone, emails, or just face-to-face as well. But I see something being revealed, and in that I think you're going to be quite happy for it. Coming towards the end of the month here, Aquarius, we have something being set up for you with papers, communication, contracts, and this is something big that could come in. It may even reach far-reached, out of state, out of country. Anytime Jupiter is involved, it's quite big. As far as distances go as well, but also as far as size. It could be a sizable contract coming in, and it is in a harmonious aspect to you, and it is between your 2nd house, once again, of money, income, and then how you're going to be expanding in this area of work. 28th, a very deep, perhaps even a little intense message coming in. This is Mercury and Pluto. I think this might indicate it's something that you've been waiting for. It's not coming as a surprise. You've been working here in the past, all past month, about this, and then here waiting and waiting, and then this could be the cut-through moment for it to come together. 28th on your calendar. And yes, we're ending here with Venus and Saturn. This is on the 29th. Venus is love and romance, and it's also the money that you hold and make, and the gifts that you share. So having it trine Saturn is more the giving of something that you feel somebody truly deserves, all right? Because they've earned it. It's Saturn. But it could also be you receiving a gift here, and it could be coming from the area of what you've been striving for, in that highest sense of accomplishment. You might be receiving something that you have really worked hard and earned yourself. So at least, having that said, March is ending up on a very good note for you. So this is what we have for you. Remember now, March 6th, Jupiter going direct again is what you want, right? New moon March 1st and the full moon on March 16th. So Aquarius, have a beautiful and blessed month. Don't forget to listen to your moon sign, rising sign. Why? Because the sun is how you act, and the moon is how you react. So when you listen to your moon sign forecast, you will see your reactions through the month of March, right? So see you then. Bye now.
Do you follow Karen's daily scopes yet? If not, and wonder what they hold, click the sample link below and listen to both the Astro scope and Tarot scope, and get a feel for what you can expect in your love, career, and financial outlook for today.